While the Colonels' offense did its part last year, averaging 27 points per game, the defense struggled mightily, especially against the run, giving up 50 or more points in half of the team's contests. It was time for some changes, including a promotion of Steve Adams to defensive coordinator and a special focus on the linebackers in the Colonels' 3-4 defense. Head coach Charlie Stubbs split the linebacker coaching position in two, bringing in Charles Boyd to coach the inside linebackers and Jake Olson to work with the outside linebackers. Before joining the Colonels, Olson coached the defensive line at his alma mater, Valley City State, in North Dakota. As a student there, he played outside linebacker and defensive end. Boyd, an All-American linebacker in college, comes to Nicholls after serving 2 seasons as special teams quality control coach for Indiana, where he helped the Hoosiers rank among the Big Ten leaders in several categories. The transition to Nicholls for both has been seamless.
When you can coach with great athletes and kids that work hard for you and really pay attention to what you're telling them, it makes the transition a lot easier.
Really comes down to the playing surface. It's still 100 yards, about 53 and a half, and the rules of the game don't really change. So it's really all about playing football. X's and O's don't change. It's not reinventing the wheel.
With Boyd's last stop being at the higher FBS level, he can appreciate the level of skill it takes to play at the FCS classification.
I think it would be a tremendous difference for an O-line or a D-line to try to play at that level. But for a skilled guy, I think that it's more comparable than most people would think.
While Boyd's primary focus will be working with the linebacker core, his insight into special teams is a benefit to the staff and telling of his coaching philosophy. He also had a chance to learn from some of the best minds in coaching this summer after being selected by the New Orleans Saints for the prestigious Bill Walsh Minority Internship Program. After working with the Saints' defense and special teams during training camp, Boyd intends to apply his NFL education here at Nicholls.
When you make sure that the guys know in the classroom what their job responsibility is, so when they get outside and we go in this field here, they can play fast. They don't have to think, they're reacting and they're not guessing what's going on.
None of Boyd's players will ever have to guess what's on his mind. As a very vocal coach, his presence on the practice field matches that of most of the staff, while Olson has a more reserved coaching style. Stubbs says this contrast in styles is just what the program needs.
Well, I think it's good because I'm reserved. I'm kind of that way. You can't have all yellers and you can't have all quiet guys either, so I think it blends in real well.
Stubbs says the influence of Boyd and Olson will dramatically improve his linebackers' performance over time.
I really believe they made an impact on all of them because we go against them every day in practice, a lot of competition, and they're not near as out of position had they been in the past.
With a freshman, 3 sophomores, and a converted quarterback among the top 8 linebackers on the depth chart on opening weekend, Boyd and Olson have their work cut out for them. But a fresh start just may be exactly what was needed. For the Charlie Stubbs Show, I'm Jansen Verdan.